Hello, it's Fran Davidson from psychicandenergywork.com.au, and this is the beginning of my monthly observations for December 2024. You might be getting the hang of it now. I do this in 4 sections in terms of YouTube videos. It can be worth, if you haven't already, going through to my website, psychicandenergywork.com.au, and actually reading the monthly observations page, because for each video I have a little preamble on the website that might help you place what I'm talking about or even why I'm talking about it a little bit further. So this video, the first in 4 for December 2024's observations, is reviewing November. November was a really interesting time, and I suppose at that point I'd like to ask, are you tiring of the word empowerment yet? It's very much something that this year is wanting to push us all, nudge us all, pull us all into more and more. In one sense, when the universe does that as a spiritual dynamic that is beyond what we choose, and therefore on one level beyond our control, whether that's pleasant or negative, we can feel a bit worn. We can be left feeling a bit sort of broken or boot-camped. And yet that is very much the purpose of a 2024, an 8-year. 8 years, even if you know this stuff, 8 years can always present as more, more than we planned on, more than we could even envisage, in a way that through that, over an 8 phase, we can feel as if the universe just keeps presenting one thing after another. Can I have a break, please? Can you be a bit kinder, please? What's going on? Why am I being punished? And November too, not because I'm saying this started in November, this year has been very boot campy. But you see, through this, the universe life helps us break down, or at least come into contact with the perceptions and the rules, the shoulds, the assumptions that we're all running around with, irrespective of how much we try not to, and also irrespective of their rightness, their fit, or even their lack of fit. Perceptions stretch us into the unknown at times of 8, simply because 8 comes along to stretch perceptions, stretch what we know is capable, in a way that then puts us into contact with the landscapes that we're actually ready to move into next, that quite possibly we haven't imagined at all. Last month's, as in November's move of Pluto into Aquarius, also spoke of these things. Now, I'm not an astrologer. You can check out people like Pam Gregory, who describes these things very well, and even Jessica Adams, because this move from Pluto from Capricorn into Aquarius really is a shift from tradition, from, in one sense, fixed states, the shoulds, the top down, the decision making from the top down, you with me, existing as somebody who toes the line or just cops what's happening, into Aquarius, where all of a sudden the person has more scope, more choice, more voice, in a way that's acknowledged. So November also spoke of these things from a numerological aspect, because it had 3 master numbers, but within that an 11-2, a 10-1, and also a 40, which reduces to 4. Now, because of that 11-2 and the 10-1, and bear with me, I'm not even talking about your personal chart. If you had ones going off in that chart, in your personal chart as well, last month's collective dynamics, which is what I'm talking about here, would have made those things even louder. One is always get in touch with yourself as you are ready to emerge now. In other words, it speaks of growth. It speaks of self, irrespective of who we're talking about, bumping into the next level of themselves and actually letting that out to play now. Actually like, oh my goodness, I can do this. Oh my goodness, I know that. Oh my goodness, I am this, and I'm ready to live and be that, as a very proud and affirmed and balanced version of self and humankind, to a next degree, more than I ever have before. One can also be seen as a time when all of a sudden the individual gets what life's about for them. I now understand how life works with me, and therefore, quite possibly, I understand how I can work with life, how I, as a bucket full of skills and values and experiences and knowledge, can start to use those things and really interface more exactly with the outside world in a way that we just get on and do it. We just start to use it and stop doubting it, questioning it, holding it back, holding it in, all of those things that humans can do as they're learning and developing. That 0 in the 10, that 0 in the 40, suggested that last month was also a time that still presented ambiguity, not enough certainty, not enough solidity, whether we're talking about cash flow, the sense of where we're going, job security, whatever it was. Amorphousness has been part of the drill. We have been supposed to, this year has been all about stretching people beyond their comfort levels, beyond what they've known, in a way that, of course, we are all now stepping into the unknown, whether we like it or not. And, of course, we've been doing that all year in a very loud way, So to the degree that you experience these things in November, again, you've been doing really, really well. Now, as we move into December, we start to get the chance to really hone everything that we've learned in time to start the new year well. So again, if you're feeling warm, if you're feeling sick of words like empowerment, or stretching or boot camp, you're almost at the end of the phase. Next year is also very much a time that is about closing things off. We haven't finished yet. We're still in the process of getting ready to birth future. And yet, of course, every single second, every single decision, conscious or not, is already doing that. Go well, go shell. Enjoy your next month, and I hope this little video has added good value. Take good care.